Time for Twins Pod. It's going to be a damn good show. Yeah.
2.
For what?
For what?
Human trafficking and
Again?
pimping and all this other bullshit.
He didn't learn his lesson the first time?
Bruh, it's crazy, man. You know what's funny? That this comes.
Dude ain't human trafficking nobody.
Bro.
Everybody's watching him. Let me keep on doing this human trafficking. Come on, man.
Yo, and it's like the timing is crazy. So Candace Owens.
What is he, human trafficking webcam hoes?
I guess so.
Webcam hoes?
I guess so. And the interesting part is like, you know, he does this fucking space with Candace Owens. There's 80,000 watching it live. Millions of people that watched it. They did it a couple days ago, right? To talk about Zionism, right? Her, Dan Bilzerian.
Wow. They was talking about Zionism?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
And look what we doing.
Yeah. We were gonna catch a case after
I'm
this.
gonna catch me a charge in a couple days.
We fucked up. But yeah, you know, they're fucking with Dan Bilzerian's Instagram now. Andrew and Tristan get arrested.
That
you
is
know,
not a coincidence.
Candace Smooley files a report with the FBI against her. Dude, trying to get her canceled.
For criticizing.
Yes, bro. And she didn't even go full, you know, tinfoil like I'd be doing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, man, like she was, you know, she even brought people in that have an opposing view in the space. But dude, literally days after he's getting arrested.
Wow. That's
Fucking
crazy.
bullshit.
They're worse than the LGBTQ.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Using the same tactic.
Where's he
cancellation.
being held at?
I know they raided his house this morning, and then
Where does he live?
Romania, Bucharest.
Bucharest.
Yeah, they raided his house this morning, and then they took him over to the DICOT. That's like their version of the FBI. And I just saw a little while ago, like I was on a Twitter space right before coming here, is like they handcuffed him and they're going to spend 24 hours in jail. And then who knows, they might extend it longer than that.
Yeah, because they can hold him for a certain period of time.
Yeah,
before
that's
they can
fucked up
charge
in
him.
Romania. Like, yeah, they don't even really have to even, they can like put you in jail while they gather evidence against you.
Right.
Like there's no probable cause or none of these standards.
They
It's
can
like
just arrest-
they can literally do, it's called
Yeah.
preventative detention.
That's what they arrested him for the last time, right?
Basically the same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they arrested him
Organized
again for-
crime, some crap about minors, all this other shit. And I'm just like, bro, like this is bullshit, man.
That is crazy.
It's so weird because, like, you know, I know the Tate brothers very well. I went over to Romania a few times.
Oh, did
and yeah, actually, they were gracious enough to let me like live with them for like a month.
No shit.
And, yeah, I
You
was
crazy
there.
as hell living with the Tates.
Yeah,
you going to jail.
yeah,
you going to
probably.
jail.
I probably will. But
Yeah.
like, you know, when people say this shit, right, I'm just kind of like, dude, I was there for a month, right? And keeping girls in the house, bro, they couldn't get them to leave. Like, you know, we'd have a party or some shit or a social gathering.
Chicks all in the house, huh?
Bro, it was crazy girls. Like, we throw parties after and stuff like that. And, you know, the girls would not want to leave. And, you know, Tristan and Andrew were always nice, even when the girls would like be mad because they didn't get attention or whatever, being rude. They'd be like, you know, no.
So the Tate brothers, they just busting nuts 24/7.
The ladies like them, I'll say that, right?
The dudes in there busting nuts 24/7. Man, the Tate brothers. Dude, wake up 6 a.m., bust nuts. 3 p.m., he bust some more nuts. Bust some nuts before he go to sleep. Probably wake up in a minute, hey, man, I'm going to bust me some more nuts.
They do well with the ladies, right? So like, you know, so like they tell the girls, hey, you know, let me get you home. They'd get them a cab ride home, even if they were being rude to them, whatever. They pay the cab driver and they get them home. And it's like, dude, holding women against their will, like they couldn't get them to leave. Like this is bullshit.
Right, yeah.
And you know, they're always very polite to them and everything. So like all this narrative of, oh, they're human traffickers and they treat women like shit or whatever. Like these dudes are gentlemen, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
They
wild to me
just
how they say
pretty
this
much
shit.
harassing them because they have a lot of women.
It's bullshit. And I think their views as well.
Yeah.
You know, and the other thing too, I think why they're going after them so hard is like they're able to influence the youth, right? So like in the UK, like they had like a fucking whole front that they were trying to do, like trying to get them banned off everywhere. Because you guys remember 2022, you couldn't open up your phone without seeing them. What color's your Bugatti? Don't be a brokey. You know, be an entrepreneur. Go to the gym. Be strong. Be masculine. You know, you're the man. You're a leader. Don't let your woman fucking boss you around and shit. Well, it's one thing if you know. You talk to guys like us, nobody cares, we're adults. But when you tell this shit to teenagers, then they're going to school and saying to their math teacher, you're a fucking brokey, I'm gonna go ahead and learn how to copyright. I don't need to go to college, it's a scam. Well, then that's when you start getting the PTAs involved, parents and teachers, oh, this is bullshit. Who's this Andrew Tate guy? Oh my God, my kid doesn't want to go to school or go to college anymore. What's going on? He's calling me a brokey. So once you start to affect the like young youth, the fighting age guys, that's when they're gonna come after you. And I think that was the biggest thing, is that he was influential to a certain crowd that they didn't want to be influenced.
Yeah, he's probably like one of the most, him and his brothers probably some of the most influential people in the world.
Yeah, and they banned him off everywhere systematically. He gets banned off YouTube, then Instagram, then Facebook, all within a couple of days.
Yeah, it was
Like, oh, yeah, it was like they, yeah.
And
it was
he's
100% orchestrated.
and he's a person of color too. He can change a lot of people's minds if Negroes had ears. He's what? He's mixed, right?
Yeah, he's black
His
and
dad's
white.
black. I saw a video of his dad.
Mm-hmm.
You look like my uncles.
Yeah.
Look like my dad.
I didn't know he had.
Oh,
black
half breed.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Like, when I was,
he's loaded, right?
yeah, he does well.
His house is.
Yeah, he does very well.
Women coming, they don't want to leave. Huh?
They don't want to leave, bro. I'm telling you, man. So like when I was there and they're saying all this shit about they hold women against their will or whatever, I'm like, this is a fucking lie, bro. And the other thing too, like I really want to bring to everyone's attention is, I knew the Tate brothers before they blew up, right? We had them on the podcast a bunch of times.
Oh, really?
But prior to them blowing up in 2022, like they were like A-list celebrities in Romania. Like they were very famous in Romania before that. So they've been getting girls for a while. Like girls flock to them because they're celebrities in Romania. They're like fucking rock stars over there. And this was before the 2022 blow up. So people need to know that like women have kind of been running at these guys for fucking years, dude. For like 10 years they've been running to these guys. Now in the West we know because we know who he is. So like they're coming up with all these things like, oh, these women like talked to him in 2015 and they were being trafficked or whatever. Shut the fuck up, because he was just as famous in Romania back then.
Right. Yeah.
You
so
know
that's
what I
why
mean?
the government is persecuting him, because he has a lot of influence over that country's politics.
Yes, and Romania, for those that don't know as well, is like a very, whenever we do things in Eastern Europe, etc., Romania is a very strong ally of the United States. So, you know, you can wiretap over there without a warrant, or like the warrant requirements aren't that high. If you're going to do a lure and you want to arrest somebody, you tell them to go to Romania and meet you, because we have a good extradition thing with them. So, you know, and we all know that the UK and the United States were behind, you know, pushing to get him arrested, especially the UK. They got a bad hard on for him. Like he's completely banned out of all the schools.
Yeah, UK is crazy.
UK is crazy. And then you see the riots going on. People are going to jail right now for
just
tweeting.
Protesting. Yeah.
Tweets. Yeah, I saw that.
Well, who's the Prime Minister of the UK?
Don't say it.
Every single time.
You know what's crazy? Look what they're doing to the Tate brothers. Look, Epstein.
Yep.
They're treating them like they Epstein brothers.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. We still don't know who's in that black book.
Yeah.
I hope they don't open that black book.
What? And then he dies right before.
Yeah.
Ghislaine Maxwell's in jail still, but, you know, she's not going to know everything, you know.
She's just a fall guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone wants, and here's the other thing too, like with Epstein, right? Like he should have gotten prosecuted a long time ago. But at the time, the United States attorney for the Southern District of Florida, I think his name is Alex Acosta, if I'm not mistaken. He didn't prosecute because he said, hey, people came up to me above my chain of command and told me he's intelligence, don't touch him. So we all know that Epstein was Mossad.
Right.
Or one of these Israeli intelligence agencies.
Right.
You know, it's the
he's a Jew.
He is.
Epstein was a Jew.
Hardcore Zionist. You know, what was his job? Come in, you know, bring him, because he was
yeah, that's right.
really cool with was it the Wexner Foundation? I forget who he has.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah, Bill Clinton too.
Picture.
But no one knows how he made his money. He was a financier, a former math teacher, comes into all these billions because he was managing money. I think it was a Wexner Fund. If someone could fact check me on that real quick, I think it was Wexner or Lexner, something like that.
Yeah, he's
Foundational.
They call him a financier.
Yeah, some bullshit like that. But the point is this: he had access to Victoria's Secret models because that foundation I talked about owned Victoria's Secret. So what he would do is he'd bring these hot models to these parties, and everyone knew him as the girl guy. Oh, this is the guy that brings the girls. Awesome. So at first, was it? Yes, Lex Wessner. Yep, boom. That was like his, Epstein was like his right-hand guy. So he like managed his money and stuff like that. And if I'm not mistaken, he owns businesses that own Victoria's Secret.
Is he Jewish? Shouldn't ask.
Every single time. So he brings the Victoria's Secret models, right, to these fucking parties. Right? They're of age at that point. But then they start getting younger and younger. And then next thing you know, dudes are hooking up with 16-year-olds, 15-year-olds, whatever it may be. And that's how we would compromise them. And then I actually did on my other channel, Fed Reacts, where I cover cases and stuff. And he basically had like a whole bunch of teenage girls that would come in and massage people, right? Because he would recruit them, have them do it to him first. Then he'd bring them around these rich people, fly them around. He had a house in New Mexico, obviously the big one in New York City.
That's how the trafficking came in.
Yeah, so that because he was able to affect interstate commerce. So, and that's how they got R. Kelly and Diddy too. That's how they're going to get Diddy as well. They're going to do the same thing with R. Kelly that they did with Diddy. I predict any time now they're going to indict him. But and it was actually my HSI office out of Miami that got him.
Really? Really?
Yeah, bro. When I was watching the footage, they were raiding his house. I recognized 2 to 3 of the guys on the floor, bro. I was like, holy shit. I was like, what the fuck? That fucking Tony? Holy shit.
That's fucking Tony.
Bro.
Damn, Tony in Diggs' house.
It was him. I was like fucking shocked. But going back to that thing, yeah. So like he brings these girls in, you know, compromise and control. Hey, you hooked up with a 15-year-old and it's on camera. What are they gonna do? Right. You know, that's how they got Prince. Was it Prince Harry, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
How they got him jammed up.
Right.
So that's you know, you blackmail these guys and now you got them under the control. I think you have Bill Gates blackmailed because what he would do is what Epstein was after was he was after intelligence, like technology. So what he would do is he would donate a bunch of money to MIT and then he would oversee all the projects that they were doing for technology. And then he would tell Bill Gates, hey, you need to donate under my name as well. And Bill Gates, obviously being compromised, because he was a cheater. People don't know this. Like, he ran away with his secretary, you know, all this, like cheating on his wife.
Pussy, right?
Oh, yeah, he was smashing chicks, though. Bill Gates, right? So,
Bill Gates smashing chicks.
Yeah, he was smashing chicks.
Trying to be like the Tate brothers.
Yeah, trying to be.
Yeah.
And then he would force Bill Gates to donate on his behalf, and then he would get access to all that technology come from MIT. Where does it go? Boom, Mossad.
I bet you the real story on him, we don't even know.
Yeah.
Israel's been caught so many times stealing our technology. All the fucking time they steal our technology. Because they need it, man. They need it. Like, they're surrounded by enemies, and they, bruh, if it wasn't for us, they'd be gone in 24 hours, man.
I see it like this. They're not surrounded by enemies. I think they the enemy. That's where I see it. Because they were refugees, and the way they treating those people.
It's kind of crazy. They should have went to Norway or Sweden or something.
Another thing, too, right, there's this memo, right? It's called the Clean Break Memo, where it kind of outlined, like, a strategy for Israel. And in the memo, it outlines all the adversarial countries of Israel, Iran, Iraq, Syria,
surrounded,
you know, etc. And if you look, we've pretty much either destabilized or destroyed a bunch of these countries. The last country left on it is Iran. And who's they're trying to go to war with right now? Iran, that Clean Break Memo. And who was written by? You know, Wolfowitz, Pearl, Bill Kristol, all neocons. And you know, we got to ask, where are they from? We know. So
the J people.
Yeah, exactly, man. So, dude, we're fighting worse for these guys. And then also another thing too, if you look at like every terrorist that attacked the United States, Osama bin Laden, the Zolkar brothers on the Boston Marathon bombing, etc. These guys typically write manifestos as to like why they attacked the United States, and they never show the American public this. But like the reason why is because of our foreign policy in the Middle East.
Right.
They wouldn't give a shit about us and attack us if we didn't support Israel so much. It's like Osama bin Laden wrote a letter to America. The first few paragraphs, what does he complain about? Israel. You know? So it's like, dude, the Middle East doesn't hate us because we're free like they try to tell us. They hate us because we fucking support Israel.
They give
I mean, look how we treat our own president. You can only imagine what they're doing to the Arabs and Muslims in other countries.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm like real strong on like.
I used to be scared of Muslims.
Yeah.
I used to, because that's what I saw on TV.
Yeah.
Oh, they're a bunch of terrorists. They're a bunch of radicals.
Yeah. And there
the
are
other way
some.
around. Yeah, there
are some for
but
sure.
There's radical Christians out there.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, and when I was on the job, obviously, you know, we dealt with some terrorists and we put them away. But like, you know, the issue is, you know, we need to focus on America. We focus way too much on being the world's police. Joe Biden talked about it in his fucking speech. We're the lead country. We got to be the ones to police America. And I'm like, no, we don't. Fuck that shit, man. Like, we need to focus on America only. Like, America first, America only. Like, we focus way too much on helping other countries out, giving all this money. But, like, you know, we got Americans that can barely buy fucking bread. What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
Look, everybody, inflation is out of control, and this problem's only going to get worse.
The value of silver, gold has been steadily rising, while the value of the American dollar has been falling.
PurpleBar.com is changing the game, making it easy for all of us to protect our financial futures. The bars are perforated so they can easily break apart and can be conveniently exchanged. Go to PurpleBar.com and use promo code Hodgetwins and you get 5% off gold bars. And you get 10% off silver bars. Yeah.